Hey, this is Steven from Steven's Classic Garage, and I want to do a quick update here on the Mustang. I have a little bit of time to work on it. As you can see, I just got done with one sealer coat. I'm using some 5-star 5424, which is a acrylic and a lacquer. Is it acrylic? Acrylic in enamel, yeah, acrylic and enamel fibers and enamel resin combo, 2K primer, DTM, direct to metal. You could run it, and it has an activator, so it's almost kind of like a urethane, so it becomes very, very chemically resistant because of that second enamel. Because of that second activator. It becomes a thermoset instead of a thermoplastic. And so I have sprayed this guy down with one coat. As you can see, one coat's not enough. You can sort of tell because you can see right through to the Bondo underneath. So the idea is that it's supposed to be all one unified color, no matter what has been done to it. So I have a few more coats to go, but basically what happened is I ran out of activator. So I had to go buy more activator. This guy has a 4-to-1 activator mix. So I went and got another pint, so that should finish it up. I have about another third of a can left, so I could easily do a couple more coats on this guy and get it to where it needs to be. So here you can kind of see, wow. The thing is, just like my dad says, putting some scratches on it, this guy here. Well, I got some, for whatever reason, really dumb of me, but I put it over there in the dirt. And I got a lot of dirt inside here and a lot of leaves and stuff. When I put on and take off the cover, it puts a lot of scratches into there, you can see. Even though now I'm not too worried about it, but the main reason why I'm using it is to keep it from eating away. If we keep the sun from eating away at the tape that goes around it. So as you see, there's still a few parts where if there's Bondo there, you're going to be able to see it. Another thing I was kind of worried about this panel and that driver's side quarter fender, sorry, front passenger side fender, was because this one actually, when I was sanding it, some of the paint was kind of coming off solid. So I don't know if I didn't put enough activator in there the first time, but I think I'm just going to roll with it and kind of see what it looks like. I will figure that out here this time when I'm sanding it. So because I didn't get it within 24 hours, which actually I could have, but even then I don't know if I would trust it within 24 hours, being out here in the sun and under this tarp, under this car cover that collects all the heat. I don't think I would really trust it on the can doing that. I mean, if it was inside of a shop, then yeah, sure, but if it's outside, it gets like 100 degrees under this tarp, under this car cover with no holes in it. Car cover has no holes in it. I mean, it's semi-permeable, obviously, so you let the moisture out, but it would probably cure way quicker than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it and see how it sands. I don't think I'm going to block it, even though that might be the best idea, because I'm definitely not going to buy 400 and 600 a block. Wow, that needs to work. But with it in black, you could definitely tell every problem with this thing. But you can see most of it is laser straight. In here, I'm in Northern California. What's up, Dad? I'm in Northern California, so you can see the smoke from the NorCal fires. I'm actually in Central California, towards San Francisco area, and so I'm dealing with that. So I have my respirator right here, so I'll be using that when I work outside. Right, so we're gonna get back to working on this guy. Battery pack's about to die here, so I'll upload this video and I'll get to blocking it. You can see a little run right there. But yeah, I actually shot this guy in my finish gun. I'm gonna make sure I clean that one really well before I get to doing what I need to do. Speaking of which, I probably should have cleaned it even more again, just like I said, about it being a thermoset instead of a thermoplastic. It's very, very hard to get. It has a very big chemical resistance after you let it set. So I'm going to make sure I try to clean that guy out as much as I can. We'll see if I can clean it out anymore. I probably should not have used my finish gun to paint it, but finish gun has way less overspray than my primer gun. It's way more efficient. I'm starting to run out of this paint, and I definitely don't want to buy any more than I need to. So basically the steps here, if I have a few seconds before my battery dies, I'm gonna spray this. So I'm gonna sand it first today, probably spray it tomorrow, finish spraying it tomorrow, and then these guys are coming off, and as you guys can see, it's the gray underneath from my old primer, and same thing with the hood. So I'm probably gonna do that with the hood first, take this off, sand it tomorrow, seal it tomorrow, both the hood and the trunk, and then so seal it with the black, so turn it from gray to black, and then keep spraying until that gray no longer looks gray and is black, evenly black all the way around. Obviously no Bondo on either side underneath. And then at that point the next week I might start shooting color. Got to decide on a color, and I'll start practicing on the inside of these the trunk and the hood, and I might even shoot clear under there. Not exactly sure yet, or I might even use cheaper paint. I'm not quite sure. So I'll spray in between those some color in those. I'm still thinking those are going to be body color, the burgundy, not black, even though the inside of the compartment here is black that I sprayed a really, really long time ago with a rattle can. And inside here is burgundy. It's burgundy inside there. Old burgundy, right? Burgundy is starting to chip and come up and fade, and this weird colored burgundy. Alright, so that is basically what I have going on. So I'm going to do some sanding, some hand sanding today, and then spray it again tomorrow, and then take off the take this guy off, sand underneath, take this guy off, sand underneath, build a rack for it, or buy a rack, one of the aluminum ones that open up, so I can put the hood on it, and then spray, and then sand, and then seal the inside, and then sand it again with 600, and then determine my color and get ready to spray color. And that's pretty much what's going on. So thanks for tuning in, and be prepared for another update and also a review of that guy there, which I'm really